Hello, good afternoon, fellow railway enthusiasts. It's just a quick video. I'm not going to be featuring any of my locomotives today, because I've already knocked out two videos in one day. That was yesterday, and I hope you're finding those interesting. It's a bit of a reaction, really, to Barry Davis. If you any of you've been watching Barry Davis's channel, I don't know if you ever sees mine. I really don't know, but I do. Sort of correspond with him in comments every now and again, and he got got the Hush Hush locomotive, that new grey one from Hornby, and I think there's been quite a lot of complaints about it. I've not got the model myself, being a Great Western fan, and really kind of Somerset in Dorset, so I'm like Midland in Southern possibly. LNER is something else again, shout out to AD up there if he sees this, LNER fan. The Hush Hush locomotive, it would seem to me as if it's something that's a little mistake Hornby may have made, in my humble opinion, that they've gone a little bit too far on the detail, and forgotten a little bit about the durability. I mean, it's always that kind of conflict, is it? I mean, are you making a model or are you making a toy? I mean, who do you please? And at the end of the day, it has to be taken out onto a layout and run. I mean, you cannot build something that's seemingly this fragile. That would have bits falling off. I mean, I only ever had one locomotive where bits actually fell off of it badly, and that was a Hornby Star Class, and that was where the dart came off of it, and two of the steps, I think, from the tender on the back, and also a wire handrail fell off onto the floor, and I never found it again, and I had to send that one back, unfortunately. And the model itself, even though I've managed to sort out all the problems with it now, it kind of was. If at the time it felt too flimsy to use it. It felt like something you ought to put into a glass case and just leave it there, for fear of breaking it. And I think this is a way that I think it's taking the detail side of things too far. I mean, I think you can get a good balance of detail and durability, and I'm not going to slag off one locomotive manufacturer against another, but you've probably seen I've got ordered some Bachmann locomotives in mainly recently, and of the newer ones, and of course I've got the City Class, the Bulldog, sorry, not the Duke Dog, sorry. I got the 7F and the 4F, and all of those have been really good models. Have had a really good feeling of quality, and I'm enjoying using them. But it must be one heck of a disappointment to get something, where you've got that rear pony truck, that design on this Hush Hush, and the wheels don't even touch the track. And when you see it going round corners, it looks like the whole back wheels are going over off the side of the rails. It looks weird to me. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, if anybody from Hornby are watching this, but I think they just. Was it a case of rush instead of Hush Hush when he put this model out? Trying to get out ready for Christmas, maybe, I don't know. But that's my opinion. And I think we'll talk a little bit as well. I mean, I'll probably be going on quite a little bit now, and I hope you stay with me on this. And we're talking about my kind of model railway journey. Now, my model railway journey, as you probably know from my previous videos, I didn't get going until I was in my early 30s. And then I had a big gap in my model railway activities when we moved into this house in 1999. I got the stuff out occasionally, but really there was nowhere in this house to put a railway out on a permanent basis. It's a 3-bedroom house, but all the rooms are. I mean, the main bedroom. I just put my hand up there in the way. Then the main bedroom is probably the biggest room. When that was a parents' room, I was living at home with parents, believe it or not, and that wasn't by design, by the way. It's just the way life turned out. But at the time, there was nowhere to put it out, so my railway had to go up in the attic, and it was only because of the lockdown, and I got my modern railway stuff back out again, and I stumbled across Barry Davis's modern railway layouts on YouTube, and that has really inspired me to get going on a little YouTube channel of my own. Now, what I bought off the started off buying was cheap, what I consider to be cheapy locomotives. You know, about, I didn't really have any idea how much they should cost. Sort of 40 odd quid a pop, and I thought, well, I can actually use these. You know, I can give them a good run around the track, and if you know, we're locked down. It was in the lockdown. We couldn't go out. I was trying to shield with Dad and everything else, and I thought, well, I can have a bloody good bit of fun with these. You know, I can run them around the track, and if they explode into 1,000 pieces, you know, after I've had a fortnight's worth of entertainment, well, you know, so be it. You know, and all the models that I bought have held up quite well actually, and they just seem to be better put together, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, of all the ones I've got the old Hornby models, you know, from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, the 2000s. They all seem fine. The old mainline locomotives, Batmans, Dapples, you know, they've all been good locomotives, and I'm enjoying using them. I mean, the Star Class just felt delicate to me. I love it now. Now that I've sorted out the little problems I had with it, they've got a crew in it. But, you know, to me, maybe there's a lot of value in the older models. You know, I mean, Hornby seemed to realise at the time that you know, is not just to be put into a glass case, you know, and admired. That you're going to be putting this onto a track. You're going to be running it round a track. You might occasionally have a derailment. I mean, you know, I've had one or two spectacular ones, you know, during the lockdown. I put them all on the online because of the expletives I used, you know, when it happened. So I thought, well, it's not suitable for a watershed audience, so to speak. So, but I mean, that's my feelings on it. I'm glad. I mean, if you stuck with me, thank you very much for sticking with me on this particular little talk about it. I'm just going to show you something now, which I got for Christmas from my niece Jenny and her husband Isa, Omar Isa. Now we got to see this. Oh, you got to see this. Mr. Man, Mr. Trainspotter, #1 Mr. Train Buff, #1 Trainspotter, Mr. Man mug. Very nice. I've just had a lovely cup of coffee out of that. So I'm just sat down now. I haven't taken down the Christmas tree yet. I'm trying to steel myself for that task. Like most of us, it's got to go back into that big box that you probably see. I don't know if you see it down there. You can probably see it just past a WD-40 can. But it's a great big box. And I've got to put the tree back into that somehow and get it back up into the attic somehow. Probably something that you've all done, and you probably, some of you will say to me, well, you've already put yours away. But I'm on my own, sorry. And to get this up to the loft, I'm gonna. Every year I've had to lean it on the ladder and balance it up and push it through the hatch of my head. Okay, so I'm not exactly looking forward to this, but it has to be done. So I'm gonna get on and take the tree down in just a moment. Now, for all of you out there, I know it's well into the new year now, but I'm wishing you all a very, very happy new year and everything else. And for any of you who have ever received a disappointing model, I mean, it is terrible to get a model that's you know, don't live up to expectations or whatever. You expect it to come in good condition, everything else. And I got to be truthful, I've had just as much luck with my second-hand eBay purchases. You know, nothing's fallen off for those. And they all seem to be holding up quite well. Okay, so I should bid you farewell for now. Okay, and then as soon as I've got inspiration for another video, I'll get that done for you. I'm probably going to try and push out at least one a week for you all to see. Okay, and for now, I'll just bid you farewell, and I'll see you later. Okay, cheers then.